Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at Rndr token, seeing what's going on. It's been a little while since we covered this here, but I'm excited to kind of talk about this because it does look like we've broken above this descending type of trend that we're seeing here, and we should be able to experience a potential increase here moving forward. So, or at least continuation because it's already increased, right? I'll put like 10% in the last 24 to 48 hours. So awesome stuff there. Also, if you're new to the channel, help us grow the community with our link down below for Twitter, as well as, of course, our YouTube. Help us grow. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, heads up on our Twitter account. We're basically verifying our personal information right now to ensure that we are who we are. There's a lot of other scammer accounts that like to follow us and defraud our members. So for security, it's basically just down until we get that fully verified. So we're in the process there. It'll be back up and running shortly. Do not be concerned if you see it says suspended. It looks a lot worse than it is. All right, so here's the thing with Rndr. One-day time frame looks pretty good. We are seeing this descending trend where we're breaking above that. While this candlestick hasn't closed yet, we got about 6.5 hours left before it does. It's looking fairly indicative that it should, okay? And that's a positive sign. We can also see here as well that our RSI is barely above 50. I'm not celebrating just yet, but if we can get above that level, we're going to be in pretty good shape. So I'm looking for a candlestick closure above 50 on the RSI, preferably today, if not tomorrow, okay? Same thing with the MACD here too. We got the MACD on the horizon here trying to converge, so there's a good chance this could be a potential swing trade to the upside as a nice option there. We also want to take a quick look at the moving averages, and we're trending right above the 50-day SMA. This is perfect. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 days here now, and the price is on its way. So really cool stuff. I'm really glad that I bought the dip here for Rndr. I think it's advantageous to have done so, just because it looks like it's definitely one of those coins going to continue to progress upwards. We want to look at some smaller time frames to identify, but the daily we can summarize here is looking fairly bullish. Now, taking a look at this trend line here, if you can kind of see what's going on here, you can see the price action has difficulty breaking through this level, okay? So up until the last 12 hours, we've seen the price action get rejected consistently with these lower high patterns, okay? Great news is, in order to break, and you probably already know this if you watch my channel, the great way to break a descending trend is to establish higher lows first, okay? What do you know? I've got some higher lows forming here on the 4 hour, and if this next low comes down to bounce off to say 185, we'll be in pretty darn good shape. Okay, that's ultimately what we're looking for as a pullback. In fact, I'm going to set my alert here, potentially get in here right around the 187 range, just to kind of see what's going on there. And again, the recent high, you can kind of see this. Look at this line here. The most recent high is now establishes itself as a most recent low. Okay, so ideally, the price comes down and bounces off that level. Does that always happen? No, but the probability is fairly high considering that was a point of contention and now it's turned support. Okay, so pretty cool stuff there in that regard. Some definitely positive stuff. We're also at above 50 on the RSI. We're kind of closer trending towards 70, which is always a great sign. We had a recent convergence on the MACD, so there's really no reason for this to turn itself around unless Bitcoin has a really, really bad day. Okay, we got to keep in mind that Rndr's done well, contrary to how poorly Bitcoin's doing right now. But if Bitcoin has a really bad day, you got to keep in mind that coins like this, even as strong as they are, they will take a dip and they will reverse a little bit. Okay, so keep in mind the good chance is that we're going to be able to sustain that 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level at 185. But if we don't hold that level, we'll have another conversation later. But that should be the bouncing point for moving forward. If the price pulls back. Again, keyword if. You can see this pretty strong level here where the price action had difficulty passing, and now it's likely a support if it comes back down there. Okay, so on the hourly, let's go ahead and see if we are above the cloud, which we are. This is a fantastic sign too. While we're moderately range bound, the price action is fluctuating enough to be able to sustain this higher low. We can see on TD sequential as well, we are in overtime here, so we got to keep in mind pullback would make a lot more sense. So that's exactly the reason why I would like to try to get in at a lower price point, 188 to 186 range, to see if we can get that dip to buy that, to effectively get that bounce, right? That'd be ultimately the best way to go. So all in all, pretty good stuff here in that sense. The key takeaway here is that we are overextended, and the probability of the price going much further in this little run here is fairly low, just because we didn't have enough consolidation at this resistance zone to warrant a significant uptick. If it does, it happens, right? It would be great if it continues higher. Trust me, I'd be happy with that. But I'd be even happier if the price dips down one more time to this range here of 187, and then we get that little bounce. Okay, that'd be awesome. So I'm going to pay attention to this here in a little bit, but I can tell you right now, all signs are pointing up. However, the 1 hour is telling us it may want to take a quick dip before it jumps up, right? Just like running a marathon, right? You need to kind of get your rest in between circuits there, because if you just run all day, every day, you're going to run out of batteries. This has been running for a full 10, 11 hours straight. And it's less common for coins to continue running that far for that long. They need some kind of recovery, which is essentially just a period of consolidation at either a lower price point, or it may even go sideways and up too. That's a possibility as well. But I'm going to pay attention to this here and see, try to get in roughly the 185 to 188 range, because I feel like 192 is a little too high. I feel like we're overextended. We should see a pullback before the next leg up. But it absolutely looks ready to continue on its way and to do some really awesome stuff. So really cool stuff there. I like this here. Rndr has been one of my favorite coins and tokens to track, and thanks again to a lot of our Rndr community members too for jumping on over there. We've actually got a few subscribers recently through our homepage. By the way, we do have a private Discord group where I send out trade signals. We took 14% profit on ETH over the weekend. Same thing with Gala as well. Nice 28% in 14 hours. So it's a good weekend for us, but paying attention, looking for some new signals. And honestly, if this pulls back a little bit, that would be the next signal for me to want to go long with a coin like this. Okay, so looking pretty good there. Once again, look forward to work with you if you're not currently a community member. CryptoCash.tech is the site. Hope you have a great rest of your day regardless. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, follow. Really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Take care.